By sun and moon I journeyed west, my sea-born tune from Othan's breast. My song ship packed with poets are, its word keel cracked the frozen heart. And now I feed but an English king, so to English mead I'll word mead bring. Your praise my task, my song your fame. If you but ask, I'll sound your name. These praises, king, won't cost you dear, that I shall sing if you will hear. Who beat and blazed your trail of red, while Odin gazed upon the dead.
I'll fare the Azer, I'll fare the Azer.
Looking out over the fog-bathed islands off the shores of L'Anse Meadows National Historic Site in northern Newfoundland, it isn't hard to imagine the Viking expedition of Leif Erikson landing here more than a millennium ago. This place has a kind of historical certainty about it that without knowing anything of Eriksson's travels to Vinland, one could almost feel the age-old significance here. Rich heritage is as abundant in L'Anse Meadows as the sea air and the gulls who lazily float in it. Discovered in 1960 by Helga and Anastina Ingstad with the help of local fisherman George Decker, L'Anse Meadows serves as proof that there was European contact with Native Americans before Christopher Columbus in 1492. L'Anse Meadows was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1978, and today, the Vikings are not merely a historical footnote commemorated with a street name and plaque, but a thriving part of the community. For 3 months every year, L'Anse Meadows is plunged into the year 1003 by modern-day Vikings who live and work as they would have back then. Men and women who act as blacksmiths, chiefs, and storytellers. But who are these modern-day Vikings?
Do you know any more now?
My name is Mark Pilgrim. I work at L'Anse Meadows National Historic Site. It's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. My character name is Ragnar Rudskager, and there's also Ragnar Redbeard it stands for. I guess I was always good with man's trinkets and all that stuff, and picking things apart, motors, and when I was young, of course, maybe a pedal bike and putting it all together. And we had an option when we were doing our course to go into different fields like storytelling or woodworking or blacksmithing, for example. And I said, yeah, blacksmithing sounds cool. So I did that, branched off in that section, and became a blacksmith.
I'm work for, I tell you that much now. Because if you're not listening to me, I probably won't feed you today.
So I do make a lot of nails. But I've also made tripods, and I've made S-hooks, and I've made pot, I've made a helmet for the chief. Well, I guess it feels good in a sense, you know, when you look at it, because the chief said, yeah, he's the boss, and he's the most important thing, and all that stuff. I said, yeah, well, you wouldn't get across the water without an axe to chop a tree to build a boat.
My name is Michael Sexton, or Mike. I started at L'Anse Meadows National Historic Site in 1997 with the Viking Trails Tourism Association, and Parks Canada took over the program in 2001. The main focus of my job is to answer questions. If you was taking a pee and I cut your throat, that's a murder. To try and tell you things that we want you to know. I like the fact that it was the first time iron was produced in North America, first European dwellings in North America, and I love the Icelandic sagas. That's my baby. Greetings, Loki from Asgard. Loki takes his own form and says, "Greetings, Thrym." Thrym said, "How goes things with the gods?" Loki said, "It goes but ill with the gods." "Is that so?" said Thrym. "Yes," said Loki. "Whatever could be the matter?" said Thrym. "Well," said Loki, "Thor has lost his magic hammer." "Is that so?" said Thrym. "Yes," said Loki. "And not only that, we fear it stolen." "Is that so?" said Thrym. "Yes," said Loki. "And not only that, but I fear you have it." So for Leif Erikson picking the place, I think he probably saw the beauty in it the way I see the beauty in it every day. I think the thing I would probably have to say is that Leif Erikson probably picked one of the nicest places around. My name is Bjorn the Beautiful, and I'm a Viking when I want to be.
I am Ragnar Rudskiger, and I'm a Viking when I have to be.